What's up, everybody? Coach Steve here. I'm just going to bring you a little bit of Technique Tuesday on a movement that I know that we all use and one that I think will come in handy definitely in these times that we are working out at home or maybe from a home gym. What I want to go over today is the bicycle crunch. Bicycle crunch, it is a very great dynamic core exercise that works the upper abs, the lower abs, and the obliques if you do it correctly. A couple of things that we want to focus on. While you're doing the oblique crunch, we want to make sure that first our form is correct. And so what is the movement that we are actually doing? We are elevating our shoulders and shoulder blades to keep the upper abs engaged. We are pedaling our feet in and out to keep our lower abs engaged. And we're also keeping our elbows wide to keep our obliques engaged. And so what you want to focus on are those three things. And so whenever we're back, we want to make sure that we're not sitting up too high in this oblique crunch, because then the hip flexors will start to take over. We want to make sure we are just elevating our shoulders and actually using our core to twist and to meet that elbow, to meet that knee. And then what we want to focus on is this actually pedaling of our feet. And so a lot of times we will start to try to pedal just like a regular bike. What that isn't giving us is that hip tilt that we need to actually give us that extra engagement of our lower abs. And so what you can do is, instead of imagining pedaling regular, you're gonna imagine yourself pedaling backwards or in reverse. What that's gonna do is, that's gonna keep our foot in a higher angle coming into our core, and it's actually gonna give us that better tilt. Just a couple of things to think about there for our lower abs and the bicycle crunch. And then lastly, our obliques. So for our obliques during a bicycle crunch, the way to keep those engaged is not bringing our elbows in. If we're gonna bring our elbows in, then we're not letting those obliques extend out and then flex as we bring them into our opposite knee. And so what you wanna do is to challenge yourself to keep those elbows wide, and as you're still twisting, keeping them wide that whole time. And so this is what we want it to look like. Woo! If you use those tips on the oblique crunch, and so staying low, using your core to elevate your shoulders and your shoulder blades, pedaling, imagining pedaling in reverse instead of a regular pedal, getting that better hip tilt, and then also keeping our elbows wide right there next to our head instead of pulling them in. We want to keep those wide for our obliques. And that, if we do all three of those things, then we will be feeling that extra challenge, that extra little pump on those oblique crunches. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe.